Yo, what's up, guys? It's Powerbang. Welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. Got some awesome stuff in store for you guys today. Some Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11 action. We're going to look at an awesome strategy that's going to show you guys how to 2-star with reliability a max Town Hall 11 base. I almost forgot to mention, guys, you're probably going to see some changes to today's video and likely some videos in the future. Going to eliminate the webcam for the time being. It's simply eating up too much processing power, and my computer is really struggling as of late. So until I get a new one, going to try some new things. You're also going to see a comment of the day. I'm going to select one of you guys from the comments on every video and put it in the overlay of the upcoming video. So definitely, at the end of the video, make sure you guys go to the comments, leave me an awesome comment. But without further ado, let's get into the Town Hall 10 versus 11 attack strategies. All right, so today's strategy, we are going to be focusing on dragons with some balloons on the Town Hall 11 bases. You're going to see Town Hall 10s trimming out a nice path for those dragons to follow to the Town Hall. So let's watch this first video and kind of figure out what Smiling Muffin is doing with his army composition. You can see a couple of bowlers getting some nice skips. A lot of buildings are layered on the outside of these box-shaped Town Hall 11s, and that's what you're seeing here in this raid. Some bowlers getting some good value on the skips, breaking off some funneling for later on in this base, and then you're seeing a king and queen, kind of a suicide hero entry. The king's kind of confused at the moment. He's going in and out, trying to target that enemy king, unfortunately hopped the wall, but that's okay. The queen is going to get a little bit of value in here. She does take out one of the air defenses, uses ability, and that is pretty much that. So on the other side, he's getting ready to start coming into the base. He drops a baby dragon there, and again, he's trying to break off a funnel. So you see that the dragons are going to go from gold storage to cannon to expo and then into the core. So he's got a great little section. As you can see, the dragons are going to kind of collapse and go from the outside to the inside, just like basic funneling principles that we learned in the Dragloon videos way back in Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8. And then they just kind of head to the core. He backs it up with a few balloons. Rage spells kind of lead the dragons all the way to the core. One thing that you do have to pay attention to is the enemy archer queen. You need to either make sure she's out of range of the town hall, as you can see in this particular raid, or you approach from the side that the queen is on. The worst thing that you can do is get all the way to the core of the base, get onto that town hall, get a couple puffs of dragon breath on it, and then have the queen lure you away. But overall, great attack here from Smiling Muffin, locking up the 2-star on T-Mac. Next up, we've got another Dragloon raid. This one a little bit more heavy in balloons. We'll see how Webbs approaches this top 2 base for North Remembers. Addy pressure, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, he comes in with a suicide entry from the top, and again, he's going to try to get some value here with his queen and his king, and it looks like he's going to be breaking off a little bit of the funnel to ultimately lead those dragons to the town hall. So the king uses his ability. The queen is just simply moving on, taking out the wizard tower, and then she'll move on to the archer tower here in just a moment. So things looking decent, but again, it's not just about taking out objectives. It's about funneling and finding out where those air defenses are in relation to the town hall. You see on the bottom of the base is where those air defenses are concentrated. So you can see if he comes from the top of the base, he'll be really likely to be able to get to the town hall without having to deal with the air defenses at all. So Zapquake comes down, takes out an air sweeper, so that actually is going to keep it so the dragons aren't being blown away from the town hall. And here we have a loon coming in, and then not lava hounds, but balloon. Jeez. Wow, brutal, PB, brutal. We have a hound coming in, tanking for the loons coming in behind, and that is clearing out a whole section by itself. Notice the defense was all clumped up, and that is actually what makes this funnel for him. And then he's got some trailing baby dragons here, not only to pick up percentage, but to really define the funnel. Now, obviously, he's going to come from the top left, as that is where that patches of buildings are. The air defense on the left is taken out, so he doesn't have to worry about that with his dragons. It's simply get to the town hall at all costs at this point. And notice how the queen is behind the town hall and is in range of the town hall, but she will approach and go stand basically on top of it. So now when she shoots, the dragons will go to her, take her out in one puff, and then they're right on top of the town hall immediately afterwards. So a really solid raid here by Webbs. Percentage got to be a little bit close on this one, and that was kind of the design of the base by Addy here, was most of the percent was on the bottom of this base. Air defenses were guarding that, but he was able to pick up enough with those baby dragons and with a strong loon entry on the left side there. And that does get him what he needs for the overall percentage to lock up the 2-star. Now we've got Todd the Duke taking on H-Bomb here, and again, not so many balloons in this one, but he does have 8 dragons once again. He does have the Quake, so you're going to see some softening up of those inner buildings. A lot of times the Quake is used on those high hit point buildings to make it so the dragons take less breath to move through. He starts out with some minions on the outside here to start breaking some easy buildings down outside of the range of all the defenses. You're looking for small victories that where camp space allows. If you do have some extra camp space, are you able to get a small victory and make it so the dragons have less time to get into the base where it's absolutely meaningful? So in go the heroes, a suicide entry once again, and he's able to get an air defense here as well as take out the clan castle troops, a dragon and minions, so actually really valuable stuff here. The queen also trying to take out another archer tower to get some more value, and she's able to do just that. So now it looks like there needs to be more funneling done here to actually get the dragon path to the town hall. So he sends in a golem from the right side, and the bowlers come out of the CC, and he's able to kind of clear out a lot of the pathing here and basically leave himself a path of buildings from the bottom right of this base all the way to the town hall. So things are looking pretty good in development for Todd the Duke. Now it's just a matter of backing some balloons up, or some dragons up with balloons. He's going to try to get that air defense down. Unfortunately, leaves it at like 1 sliver of 1 HP, and then it's all about getting to the town hall from the dragon. So it'll probably overwhelm that air defense that didn't go down with some balloons, just because one crash on those balloons will take out the air defense. So here comes the troops. You're going to see a couple balloons in behind the dragons, and then from the right side, as you can see right there, sends in the balloons. He gets the crash that he needs, and then on they go to the town hall. Again, the queen standing on top of the town hall will engage the dragons here, and they will snap to her. The eagle, having been taken out, is the primary damage dealer to those dragons when you're not looking at air defenses. But percentage is in hand, town hall is in hand, and again, a successful attack here for Todd the Duke using the dragons. So a really solid raid for Todd the Duke, and as you can see, there are many different methods when you're attacking a base to taking out a Town Hall 11, whether it's going heavy on balloons or bringing it's almost like a 3-stage raid. You've got your initial hero component, which makes 1/2 of the funnel, and then you've got either balloons or golem bowlers on the other side, and that makes the other half of the funnel, and then it's just about getting down the strip of buildings to the Town Hall, and you should be good to go. Now we've got 7 dragons left to go in this particular base, only 4 balloons, so you're going to see a little more value probably out of this first part because he's bringing healers for his queen. So on the left side, here is 1/2 of the funnel. The king and bowlers are going to come down and try to break that cannon, and if he's able to break that cannon off, that's going to be extremely valuable. There it goes down, and then once the wizard tower is down here, the bowlers are going to try to get that job done. Perfect. Now he's got a nice path to the town hall, and the queen is going to continue walking down the right side of this base. So good formation so far on the buildings. Unfortunately, he has witches and baby dragons coming out of this CC. This is going to be a hairy CC to deal with and could pose problems for his dragons if they're chasing skeletons all over the map. So Danny here has to be very careful and take a little bit of time to let this develop. Poison spell is down. Baby dragon here is going to be locked onto the healers, but the queen's able to take out the baby dragon before dealing too much damage. And then here comes some balloons actually attracting the eagle artillery as they go into the air defense. Really nice work on those balloons. They actually just tanked for the dragons there. And now the queen goes around. She is tanking as well, finally uses her ability, and the dragons inside of haste and rage make their way to the core. You can see that rage spell comes down, and the queen should approach and possibly lure these dragons as they approach the town hall. There she goes. She does fire. They lure over. Very nice work. They are taking her out, and that is that. So the town hall is down. Percentage is in hand, guys. So hopefully that kind of gives you guys the hang of the Town Hall 10 versus 11 attack. If you liked the video, please let me know in the comments. And also, if you're new here, drop the sub, and you will see some more Clash of Clans content here in the near future. Hopefully you guys liked the video and the addition of the comment of the day. Let me know in the comments if you like that as well. This is Powerbang. I will catch you guys in the next one.